Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Lee?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the hoose, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Lee.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Brunch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Lee. We are the Munch Brunch UK. Lee, tell them what we have on the menu.
Hey Mo, we have an Indian takeaway medley. So I got chicken tikka masala, homemade with boiled rice, homemade chips. Aim has a chicken rogan josh with salad, with naan bread, poppadoms, pint of beer. I didn't want one, which was a surprise, and that's what we got for dinner, guys. I'm going to sort this brightness a little bit.
And obviously some salad. Chips.
Some salad's what was said then, guys. What era, so I'll probably do most of the talking again.
That's the unfortunate thing about being unwell.
Oh, we're all good. It's
Finally stopped raining. That's what's good.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord. Just for a day, I think, and then I think it's going to come back.
There's a storm coming. Storm Francis.
It was Storm, I think it was Emma or something the other day.
Storm Francis this week.
Oh, and we got some naan breads. I actually do really like naan bread. Oh, yeah.
That is a good curry.
The ones that you get from the Indian takeaway for me are just a bit big. That is nice.
So I said it's homemade. It is out of a jar. I don't actually know how to cook an Indian curry from scratch. It's like a Patax one.
My friend, he has learnt recently how to do all this Indian cooking. Oh my god.
Back again. Sorry guys, I just had to move the camera down ever so slightly. You know the worst part about doing mukbangs is your food goes cold before you actually get to eat it.
That's lovely.
And when it's like on a tray like this, you ain't warming that up, unfortunately. Well, we have some more shout outs to do. And these are to people because basically I think everyone misunderstood what I said the other day. I said, let us know you've watched to the end. I only meant the one video, but now like everyone is saying, so look, I watch all your videos to the end. So I thought it's only fair to give them people a mention too. Straight off the bat, we got Helen's Melons. How you doing, Hells? Hells Bells? She come with that name, Helen's Melons.
She is brilliant on our lives.
Yeah. They're
Such
every
a
week.
lovely lady.
They have Helen's Melons. They have Mo. Mo.
Wow.
How you doing, mate?
That is totally honest on YouTube.
Yeah. I managed to find the comments, guys. They were just two I remembered off the top of my head. We have Natalie UK. Is that really your surname, or is that just because you're from the UK? How you doing, love? We have
Hello, Natalie.
Karen's already had one. Brandon, I think we mentioned you already. Gemma Leach says, in her own words, only mukbangers I can watch and not get bored of. Love your videos. We love you too,
Thank
Gemma
you, Gemma.
Leach. Hang on. I'm just looking.
That was a lovely thing to say.
M. Kazmi says, Lee and Ayman, I always watch to the end but never really comment on videos. Well, now you have done. Well done.
Thank you so much, Winnie.
Rebecca Erkin, how you doing, Bex?
I love you.
From our lives. Megs, I don't know if we've mentioned you the other day. I do, Megan, from our
Hi,
WhatsApp
Meg.
group. I think Michelle had mentioned the other day. Nadine would have done. Claire would have done. If I've missed you guys, I do apologise. I think that's everyone. There was one or two people who said, I watch it to the end. You never mentioned me. I think Pamela Brooks was the last one, I think. How you doing, Pam?
Hello, Pam.
And now we're up to date on that. So you don't need to keep telling us on this video if you watch to the end, because we're not going to do shout-outs every single video, but thank you if you do.
I think the relevance for the one video we was on about was because it went on a long time because we was discussing things, weren't we?
Yeah.
And Lee made like a comment just to say if you're here.
Yeah. Let us know.
That's that. Slight product review here.
I think I'm
No, no, no.
A beer and a curry, guys, is a very nice meal.
This vinaigrette from Aldi, it's called Bramwell's fat-free vinaigrette salad dressing, is amazing. So,
let us know in the comments. Do you have a beer with a curry? I don't always. I very rarely do
he
actually.
never does, yeah.
But I thought it'd be a good idea with this video. So.
Well, you do if we're out in an Indian restaurant.
I got aim one. She didn't want it. It's very much unlike aim.
I can't eat and drink.
Go and pop it on.
I've
I've got you a couple.
We've got 2 boxes.
So let us know what your favourite curries. That's what
I
you're
like a Cobra bottle of beer with.
I couldn't buy them.
My dad swears by that. That's spicy.
I was reading before. I was checking out things, just stories and whatnot. And there's this woman. I think she's in America. I might be wrong. Might have been in the UK. So this woman moves into a house with a kid and probably a partner. And about a year goes by. She's a little toddler she's got, like a little baby. Nice day. Lets the kid go and play in the back garden. No problem. She receives a letter through the door one day, like recently, like in the last couple of days, I think it must have been. The next door neighbour sends her a handwritten note saying to her, hello, you recently moved into my neighbourhood, or like within the last year. And I was going to let it go because I was giving you the chance to realise your mistake yourself. Well, what the hell's she on about, this woman? She went on to say, whenever the weather is nice, recently, you let your toddler play in the back garden, or the backyard. Your toddler's giggling and laughing irritates my dogs. Can you please refrain from letting your toddler out in the backyard for more than 15 minutes a day?
I'll tell you something, I'll be banged up. That is next level batshit crazy. That's nasty, that is.
15 minutes a
Dare
day?
she say that?
And yet the dogs, I mean, we got dogs, don't get me wrong, but I'd never imagine doing that to anyone. So your dogs can go out for more than 15 minutes a day, but the little toddler can't.
How dare she? What happened? What's the
I
outcome?
don't know. I was making dinner at the same time. I was just wanting things to talk about.
What's your opinion on that, guys?
I should think, even the biggest dog lovers, surely, you know, you're going to say, what the hell's this woman on about?
I know, right, my reply would have been.
I mean, to say that a toddler can only go and play out and when it's nice weather as well, for 15 minutes of the day.
Oh.
I could understand if it's older kids and the kids were being little shits, kicking the ball at the fence, winding up the dogs on purpose, or teasing the dogs over them. It's something like that. I said, no, it's just his giggling and his laughter irritates my dogs. So basically, a toddler being happy is making these dogs unhappy. Well, get your dogs to the bloody house then, love. Take them for a walk. Take them down the field.
The dogs probably don't give a damn.
It's just the woman being in a miserable care.
Oh no!
Ha ha.
Oh dear.
Always happens to one of us. Usually me.
And that's going to be on my top in this video. Oh, it's disgraceful.
We can't edit it out, guys. It's happened now. What's happened has happened. We'll just pretend it didn't happen.
Oh no, I can't remember well. No. Oh. No. Huh.
Oh, well.
Sorry about that. Nothing worse than a stain on somebody's top.
I have to have them on, man. Don't worry about it. You know how they recently started like recording the TV, the soaps and stuff?
Socially distance.
Yeah, but like soaps, like EastEnders and whatnot. I've never heard of a soap called Socially Distance, but yeah. So, they have rules and regulations that they got to follow for social distancing, like Aim says. And one of the ones they got to do, spit on EastEnders, which I've seen on the paper today, for kissing scenes, so like Sharon and Phil want to have a little snog behind the arches, they're not actually allowed to touch lips. So they've got on like a plastic sheet which we won't be able to see when we watch the TV. And I'm like, aha, I can see your plastic sheet. No, it's like just there. It's invisible to the naked eye. And they kiss the plastic. My concern with that one would be, how do you know who's kissed it before? What if the person who kissed it before had COVID?
It's going to be new plastic. Not, you know, fresh.
That's a lot of plastic to go through because them two and other people in there kissed a lot.
Well, 90% of the time people are getting divorced on EastEnders, so aren't they?
Well, not really. I've only a couple of divorces.
No,
More likely getting shot. But
Ian Beale in real life has just got a divorce, hasn't he?
I don't know. I'm not mates with him.
Well, you're not mates with the producers of EastEnders, but you still hear the news.
Oh, I know that news. What I did hear though, I've seen a little video clip of with Tina out of EastEnders. You know how when they go up the stairs in the Vic, you know, all right, they go upstairs and there they are in like Mick and Linda's room or the bathroom or wherever. Apparently, which I don't realise how a bit dim, they don't go up the stairs. Well, they do go upstairs. You know where the stairs lead to, guys? Do you know? They lead to nowhere. The Vic stairs, when Linda runs up them stairs and she's pissed up as a fart, or when she was going through her alcohol stages, she's just walking up some stairs. When she gets to the top, she turns around and walks back down once the camera's turned off.
But it is set in at Elm Tree Studios.
Yeah.
It's not. It's all cardboard. And
I've been to the Coronation Street one years ago, but they don't actually go anywhere. They just walk up the stairs and walk back down them again. That's why a lot of people just sit on the stairs taking phone calls because they can't get to anywhere when they do get up there. I hate when you find out secrets about films and stuff.
it ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like when I was a kid and I found out wrestling was fake. I was like, what? He didn't really get buried alive? What are you on about? I thought it was real. It's not good. Not acceptable. Harry Potter's not really a wizard. What the hell are you on about, love?
Yeah, he is. God.
Should be. Usain Bolt's got COVID.
It makes you wonder how, doesn't it? Because, I mean, how did he get it? I know he must have come into contact with somebody who had
Same
it.
as everyone else, obviously.
But, like, I'm just thinking if I had that kind of money.
I mean, Tom Hanks was the first famous person I heard of getting it.
Yeah. And Rita Wilson, his wife.
Yeah. And Pat down the post office, that was the second famous person I heard of getting it. But after that, it's just everywhere now.
My point is, I'm just putting myself in that position if I had a lot of money and there was a major risk. Like, would you just completely just wait till it's gone?
Yeah, but he can't because he's a professional runner. And, well, was trying to be a footballer. But I guess, like, in the morning, he likes to go for a run still. And if you run all your life, you're not just going to start walking, are you? You got to go to, like, the shop to buy the newspaper. You might as well run there.
Yeah, but more than likely, he didn't run because if he was running, he probably wouldn't have caught it.
He wasn't running fast enough. So even COVID's faster than Usain Bolt, clearly.
Mind you, aren't clubs out where he lives?
I don't know where he lives. Obviously, he's from Jamaica, but I'm assuming he probably lives in America. I won't know. I knew it half onto the story.
Because he does like his club in.
Yeah, but he's settled down now. He's got himself a missus.
She goes with him, he's a name Keisha or something like that.
I don't bloody know. It's not that he's got a missus.
I follow her on Instagram.
Drop some poppadom.
I love the going out scene.
Well, when you got the money he's got.
Tell you who hosts major good pies. P. Diddy.
I turned him down last month when he invited
His
me.
kids. Maybe he's alive.
Eh?
His kids.
What about him?
Who is alive, like they get right. Education as well, but
Well, they've got that sort of money. It's going to be. I couldn't imagine. Obviously, I've never been rich. I have rich parents.
no.
What?
No, you haven't.
No. I can't imagine having that sort of money. Like, I was reading about this. I was reading a book the other day, and this bloke was on about his wife and whatnot. And this bloke was rich, so his wife had money as well. And she got talking to like his mate's wife, and his mate's wife was quite happy buying like Primark bags, for example, or pound shop handbags. And because they were both rich, both the blokes. The first bloke, who's really rich, his missus got the cheaper bloke's missus into buying like Louis Vuitton. So you need like a grown-up woman's handbag now, love. Tell Jerry to get you a Louis Vuitton bag.
Who's this?
It's my book I just read out upstairs on the landing.
You wrestling one?
Yes, my
Why
wrestling.
didn't you want to say it?
Because it's a wrestling book, and I'm 35. But yes,
You always say that's normal.
it is normal, just not in front of these lot here. I grew up watching wrestling, so I can therefore read
He
about it
watches
now.
wrestling on the TV in the morning.
Sometimes.
He even signed up to the wrestling channel.
Yes, I did, indeed. I ain't sucked a dummy till she was 32.
Oh yeah, right, mate. Swear on my mother's life.
Yeah, I had one not so long ago,
Swear on my mum's life.
Alright, and whatever.
Thank you.
Drama. Anyways, that's how I watch wrestling. And I was reading my book, and that's where he said it. And I was like, Louis Vuitton bags. I couldn't justify spending that sort of money. Like, who was it now? There was a bloke the other day. He was on about suits. Oh, was it? Yeah, he was on like, that's like 40 grand on a suit. It's nothing. Oh, what the hell are you on about, mate?
I'm going to sign that for because you shouldn't be ashamed of something you like.
I ain't ashamed of anything. I like you. I'm not ashamed of you. You're bloody lovely. If you've noticed, guys, we've had a swear jar today, and I've not even swore once. I think.
I did.
Oh well, I was a pound.
I'll pay when you pay.
I can't get that sort of money.
Oh.
You've got to win the lottery to cover my swear words. There was this woman in America ordered for her son's birthday party like a blow up doll, not blow up dolls. His son was only like 5. She didn't get him a blow up doll. She got him a blow up balloon of like a dinosaur. Imagine the dinosaur out of Toy
What's on his mind at night?
Well, I was probably about 10 when I started thinking rude thoughts, so he's not that far off. Anyway,
Really?
probably. I mean, yeah, about 10 years old. You get into things at 10.
10?
Yeah, what's wrong with 10 years old? I'm a year later, I was in high school. A year later, you're looking at girls thinking, yeah. All of a sudden, you're not looking at your teachers thinking, oh, God, it's that miserable old cow. You're thinking, hey, my teacher's a bit of alright.
Oh, no.
And then the wrong teacher comes in the class, and you're like, oh my God, no. It's the ugly one. It's the old bat. Can't we swap her for the young one? But 11 years old...
You fancied your teachers at 10?
No, 11 I said.
I fancied your teachers at 11.
11-year-old, that's alright. You had a boyfriend, like you and Quint started seeing each other at 12 years old.
Yeah, but 10's a bit young, isn't it, really?
I never had a serious relationship at 10, or at 12. I had one until I was 21 with you.
You did. You had one before me.
Not a serious one.
You was going to get married.
I was a bloody idiot. Anyway. Yeah. Bloke dolls. Talking shite, you do.
You do.
You nicking the biggest chip.
You
No,
know.
I don't want. I was joking. Eat it.
Just a cheap
Chip,
option.
no, I really don't want it. I was just teasing you. Eat that chip, I'll feed
I'm
it
having
you.
that one.
Fine.
Stop,
Eat your
Jack.
chip.
Get away.
Eat your chip. Remember that when you was a kid? Get away with Long Polly. If you're from the UK, you're not on about.
Travel agent.
Yeah. Anyways. I reckon most travel agents go out of business these
Spicier
days.
than
Yeah.
normal.
That's up to. So Aim's dad was coming round. When I decided to make this today, Aim's dad wasn't coming round. It's just me, Aim, Tia and Bren. So
Rogan Josh eat normally this hot.
I bought a jar of Tika, a jar of Rogan Josh. Not a problem. And
What have you done, Lee?
Then
You
Aim,
can't eat it.
then Aim said my dad's coming round today, so I was alright, we need another jar then. So I mixed 2 jars together, both Rogan Josh. Just
What?
different brands. One's a Patax and one's an Asda. It's all good,
You have a try.
Oh, I like it.
Never tried it.
I've eaten Rogan Josh before.
Have a bite of that then.
My particular favourite. Your food's cold. Cross on the bike.
It was from the beginning.
But it wouldn't have been nice if you had stopped messing me about, telling me to fetch stuff. It'd be nice and warm.
But isn't yours warm?
Yeah.
So why, if it's on the same plate?
Because yours got warmed up before mine. Simple.
You do that anyway.
I always warm mine up second.
Did you like that one anyway?
Yeah, it's nice.
I didn't know.
It's good. It's all good in the hood.
Do you ever think it's spicy?
Not really. You got no taste. Your taste buds are shit these days. You can't handle heat. If you can't handle the heat,
Some things I'm
get out
fine
the kitchen.
with. Other things I'm not.
Well,
Looks like we just started.
I don't know, because there's a lot of food. Getting back, well, you don't act like you ate quite late, eh?
I had till 11 o'clock.
3:30, you's eating?
I had a club biscuit.
No. Well, this woman ordered a bloke bullying for her son for his birthday, but we'll get back to it. And it was like, imagine the dinosaur at a Toy Story. Rex, I think he's called. He was like in the shape of Rex.
I love Rex.
Yeah. Her son loved Rex, but the mother was a little bit concerned by the fact when she blew it up, Rex is a boy, yeah? It's a boy dinosaur, isn't he?
I'm just trying to think of what it could be. Is it a blow up willow?
Rex, the boy dinosaur, as a balloon for little kids' parties, come with a full package. He had a big old willy on him.
The dinosaur?
The dinosaur balloon for the little 6-year-old or 5-year-old's party came with a big old willy.
Why?
I don't know. Ask the people who made it. She got it from like Kmart or somewhere like that. It was like in English price, it was like 3 or 4 quid. So she soon got it like, well, you can't exactly cut it off because the balloon would have gone down.
Erectified.
She got it erectified. Aim's done a funny. Call the police.
That was a good one.
That was a good one for you, Anne Cross.
What do you mean for me? Like,
What?
you just went, and then they're full of food.
I do it all the time. These are used to my waist by now. Lifting that bugger off. So, yeah. What would you do if that turned up at our door, If you had a little kid like Tia when she was younger, it's for a party. It was like Peter Kane, it when the bouncy castle and Sam and the Snake.
Well, there's not a lot you could do with it. Is there really? You just stare at it like that for a minute, probably
guess
upload it to Instagram and then take it back.
You could type it down, I guess. Gone?
Well, it's staying, so you
Oh,
can't.
well.
You asked me.
We only live once.
You asked me.
You meant to say, yes, it's all gone now. I kind of complimented you about your top and said, yes, it's all gone now.
But it's not, look.
No, it's a bloody state, to be fair, love. You look a right tramp. If anyone's
Look,
just tuning in halfway through.
So do you.
No, I
Look,
don't. It's
Look
not
at
on
this.
fire.
Right there.
Hey, mine is the colour
Yeah,
of my
what's
t-shirt.
that?
What?
That there.
That there is off.
Look at this.
Oh, giddy gosh.
You love telling me.
I love to tell you. You never listen to me, though. So, today, we're not going to go into detail, but there is an awkward conversation going on. We'll let you know a little. Can you even hear us?
Oh, I'm judging in a bit.
So, we've all been discussing moving.
No, yeah, but not to where.
No. We're discussing moving and getting out of Wolverhampton for good. But we live as a 4. Me, I'm Tia and a mum. Aim's mum obviously moved in here.
Sorry.
Yeah, Aim's not that much of a secret. So yesterday they told her dad, because we want him to come with us. And this was the first time you've seen him since. And I had to have the conversation about it, into it.
My dad ain't the type of person to.
No, you don't like change, do you, Dad? That's the main thing. Like the thought, like saying, Steve, we're going to move like 100 odd miles away.
He'll do it. Because my mum is saying, but he doesn't like to.
Be told.
Yeah. That is it, 100%.
So that was a pretty big thing today that happened. Other than that, I cut the grass. That wasn't that important though. You know, I'm finding quite entertaining now. Considering you say every single video, I don't really like bread. Oh, you have my bread, Lee. You're getting through it today. No, I don't want the rest. I've got my own. I'm just saying, it's good to see you eat some bread.
I like it, but I've ate the top half. That was still. This is a bit. It's lovely that. I like.
I've got all the curry to it yet, though.
I'm gonna try my best.
If you're full up, don't worry, you can have it after for supper. You know what, Matthew? That was stupid. I would have eat a curry for supper.
I don't waste things. But I think it's irritating when my throat's poorly.
Just leave it then. It's okay. So yeah, we've had that conversation today, guys. We're like, well, I haven't. I stayed well away.
Yeah, you heard him say. And what does Lee think about this?
No, if I'd been asking my opinion, I'd have given it, but you won't let me tell my opinion.
I was kind of good to prompt you in into the bait.
If I come in yours, kick off, say, get out of here now.
I think tonight will be the one.
I'd happily come and said, let's say this is why you should move. I think you'll have a much better life. We all will.
We'll update you.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. If we don't report back in.
My dad's killed us.
Yeah. If I can't have you, no one is cock. And kills us with a can of beer. Oh, talking about killing.
Oh no, nothing bad, is he?
Well, quite bad. The two things. This nutter happened a couple of years ago, to be fair, down in London, but I've only just heard about it today because he's like gone to court. He killed 2 women and stuck them in a bin and transported them from wherever he killed them to his house and stuck them in a freezer and welded it shut. Some of the people, I swear down, like, he looked like a normal bloke.
Don't they all, Lee?
Yeah, he just looked like, you know, Sammy the Butcher or whatever. Sounds like a mafia killer, doesn't it?
My dad's got some friends' names.
I
don't know why.
Killed these 2 poor women. I don't even know why. I'm not going to like, mock it or anything. It's horrible.
Some people just are not sane.
Not the full ticket.
I mean, I'm not standing up for any kind of murders here, but
Just the ones that are okay to do.
no, listen. So sometimes people are misdiagnosed with severe mental health issues, and then it's exactly like a suicide, isn't it, really? Because that's a really big impulsive thing to do.
Yeah.
It's on the same level like as a murder. That's an impulsive, serious thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes there are just nasty, evil people out there, and sometimes there are mentally ill people out there, and they don't know what they're doing, I think.
Oh yeah, there's them people. Then there are people who just like get a kick out of it, and there are the people who like, you know, enjoy doing it in general.
No, I'm not on about the nasty bit. I'm on about like, it's still a nasty thing to do, but it's like an impulsive thing, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, there's some proper nutters out there. I mean, like, we watched this like 24 Hours in Police Custody or whatever, and I've seen this one episode a couple of times now.
I don't believe in construed anything, like, I'm going to go there and do this. You know, people just, you know,
You don't
crazy.
believe in that? Well, it is a thing, and they do plan it, some people.
It's just I don't agree with it.
Oh, I thought you said I don't believe in it. Sorry, my bad.
No.
Well, there was this girl, anyway, she split up with this lad, and, well, she was seeing this lad, I think it was. So she had an ex and his mates and what. And she arranged for this lad to come and meet her somewhere. It was a real shame. He was a nice lad, he seemed. His family seemed really nice.
Oh, is that one with them 2 others?
I think so. They got into an house anyway. There was a couple of stories like this. There's one I'm thinking of was this young girl got this lad to come to meet her somewhere, and between her and these other lads, they battered him, killed him, and set him on fire. They absolutely, I mean, they were trying to burn the body to get rid of it, and absolutely horrible.
And she didn't like it because, obviously, in certain parts of America, I think, I don't know if it's all America, but basically, you're like witness to it, and you're in that group.
Oh, this is in the UK.
Oh no. This story that I read or seen, there was this girl, and she was with this. I don't know if she was with him. No, she met this lad online, and he was a really, really gorgeous looking lad. I don't know if you remember, she was quite pretty, but anyway, so he was really educated, this lad. Very well mannered, a lot. And his mum said, like, you know, he was such a good lad. Anyway, this girl got with these other two lads. They construed a plan to get this lad that she started talking to come to this house. And he came to the house. And she led him up like this alleyway, like the entry at the side of the house. And they killed him anyway. And these two lads went down. I don't know if it's some sort of rivalry, but he wasn't a gang lad or anything like that. But these lads just, I think, was just pissed off and wanted something to do. They killed him, and she was like, I didn't think you was going to kill him. And anyway, she went down. It was like on something called Life in something with Piers Morgan anyway.
Oh, yeah. My brother and I might have got completely mixed up my end of the story. I'm not about to win the Piers Morgan one. I think it was. Sorry, my bad. You're right, man.
There's a couple of black lads that was friends with this white girl.
Yeah.
And then there was this other black lad, or mixed race lad.
They're just nutters everywhere.
Really beautiful looking. Really, you know, good head on his shoulders, the lot. And this girl, with these other two lads, what a bitch, man. She got him up there. Innocent lad. That happened.
Nutters everywhere. He was watching like again, he was also 24 hours in police custody. He was like UK crime. And they showed this one scene.
I've got stories to tell you after now.
Okay. 24 hours you showed those, telling me.
I do that sometimes. I don't know why.
Well, no. Anyway, there was this lad, he was seeing this girl. And this other lad went past that she knew from a year or two earlier, like from school or whatever. And he took one look at them both. And I think he started he was on a scooter, he started to slow down, or push bike he was on, he started to slow down. He was just staring at him. I'm alright, Bob. He was just staring like that, yeah.
I don't know what you...
Like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
He was staring at him basically, anyways, giving him like funny looks. And the lad who was with the girl sort of pulled his jacket open to show a knife. And there's a reason he had a knife, I'll tell you that in a sec. Yeah, it's doing my bloody head, didn't know. Yeah, he showed the lad that he had a knife anyway, because he's like sort of rivals or whatever, or like just self-defence or whatever it might be. So he showed the knife, then the lad carries on riding, and he passes some mates of his in the car or whatever. He said, makes a phone call. Boys, there's this lad back there, he just showed me a knife, go and sort him out. This lad was on his own. This car pulls up. He's still on his own with his girlfriend at the top. It's not on his own, it's with his missus. He's like 17. Not in a gang. He just, in the past, he'd been attacked by some other gang members or whatever. So now he carried the knife. Not to necessarily use it, just to feel safer. And these lads pull up in a car. And the scary part was, say like, I'm the lad and they're here in front of me. There was cars going past there. Cars were going past. These four lads, one of them grabbed him. He was a bigger lad than the lad who they grabbed, like, held him like that.
I'm sure you've seen this video.
Yeah, we did on 24 Hours in Police Custody. And the other three just stabbed him over and over again and just left him there for dead. At the side of the road with cars going past and everything. It's fucking nuts. And you saw it all because the CCTV picked it up.
About what happened to somebody I know recently. Showed you that video.
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah.
So this, I'm not going to mention no names, but up the road. And then these two bloody lads were filming it in the car. And it went everywhere, all over the internet. And I just stabbed him and he just collapsed there and then he died on the spot. And
yeah. Fucking nuts. When I was a kid, so I was like 16, I used to carry around a flick knife. If I wasn't in a gang, I'd never had a fight with a gang, or it was nothing like that. I just used to like sharpening sticks. I'd done it ever since I was in Cubs at like 8 years old. And then my dad had this flick knife. I was like, oh, that looks really cool. Anyway, so
years ago, that's what they was like made for, wasn't it? Like these kind of things.
I just used to get a stick and just sharpen it. I thought it was really cool. And I was out with a couple of lads. I walked down this one street, and there was these lads there who had an issue with me in school. And I used to hang around with this one lad. He was alright. And then all of a sudden, this one night, I'm walking down the street, and he runs from behind. I'm got me back to him, and sort of does like a Bruce Lee flying kick into my back. What the fuck? Oh, ow. That hurt. Knob head. I know he did. I was like, shit, this ain't good. We're on their street. I didn't realise it was their street. I was like, oh no. And then there's like 4 lads started like chasing me and my 2 mates. So we ran as quick as we could. Phew! Forget Usain Bolt. I was Usain Bolt. So I got down to this garage and I went and hid in the garage. Say hid. I just went in the garage and said, mate, can I use your phone? Because I had mine on me. And I rang my dad. And my dad come down. These lads were on the other side of the glass. And then my dad come down.
With a big ass black warrior.
Yeah, basically, like, he was driving around looking for his
You wouldn't
life.
want to fuck with Lee's dad.
No, not back then, especially when he had, he was in better shape. Either way, I'd pulled this knife out or whatever, just like, yo, leave me alone. And then they chased me, like, ah! And then I got called into my principal's office a couple of days later. We've had reports that you pulled a knife on these. I was like, no, that ain't what happened. This is what happened. He just warned me, like, because knife crime wasn't an issue, and I hadn't tried to hurt anyone. I said I was just scared, so I've done that. He said, don't take it out again because you will get into trouble. Like, what happened again? I never went out again after that for like 6 months. Too flipping scared.
I hate fucking bullies, I'm sorry.
But I do understand some people thinking, what the hell is you carrying that around with for? It was literally, I just liked having fun sharpening sticks and starting little fires. That's all I ever did when I was a teenager. Just start fires, smash light bulbs in car parks, nick trolleys.
Take it where?
Anywhere. Them big bollards that stop you getting into places you shouldn't be with cars. They're big concrete bollards like that thick. We used to pick one out between a lot of us, put it in the trolley, and take it over to the school, put it in front of the gate. So when the teacher come in the morning, the first teacher couldn't get into the school without moving this bollards, and we'd be there like, ha ha, you're not getting in, mate. You ain't lifting that on your own.
Like, literally, I never would have thought of that as a teenager. Let's go nick a bollard tonight.
Yeah. I think the worst we did, I think, was, well, I've done some stupid shit, but in terms of like bad stuff, no violence towards anyone. But no, I understand people obviously with the knife crime and stuff. It only takes one idiot like me back then to carry a knife around. In self-defence, you hurt someone. Thank Christ that never happened. I never took one out ever again after that.
I've never done anything.
Good. You don't want to, and you won't be able to handle it. You would not be able to handle a lesbian prison. You'd be buggered every night. You'd be screwed, literally. I mean, you'd be someone's bitch.
You're not actually saying this.
You'd be someone's bitch, Shane. Literally, they take one look at you like new, fresh meat. Yes. You'd be like, oh, Big Brenda, don't hurt me tonight, please. I'll make you a cup of tea. Yeah, you'd be so screwed now. Literally.
They shut your mouth.
I'd be scared stiff for prison. Oh my God. I couldn't do prison. I couldn't do time. No. You get some lads who go in there and they're like, yeah, whatever. It's nothing to me. It's just like going to Butlins for a few weeks or a few months.
Somebody I once knew was like, yeah, well, I can get my body back to the way I want it. I can get my weights on the go.
There's a bloke down this outside the chemist. I'll go to the shop each day or whatever, every other day. And I went down yesterday.
I can't believe what you just said.
It's alright. Big Brendel, see you in a bit. I went down the other day and this lad, I heard him, I had my headphones and I was doing a motorbike. He says, alright mate, you got any money? It was in between songs, so I heard him, was like, whatever, ignored him, carried on. Tia walks into the shop because she'd gone to get some hair dye.
Oh, you don't want to ask Tia anything?
No.
I'll tell you now.
And Tia said, do you know what just happened in the chemist? I was like, no, what happened? Tia says, there's this lad outside here, his name must be Ben. I said, okay, do you know him? No, I don't know Ben. She says, but he was, I was in the chemist and he walked in.
Was he a little lad with dark hair?
I don't know, he's a smackhead. He walked into the chemist and they was like, Ben, will you get out? You know you're not allowed in here. He was obviously waiting for his methadone because I went down today and he was waiting again for it. But they're like,
past here the other day. Remember with his mate, we got at the taxi and he's like, oh, I said, oh, that's somebody I used to.
Probably, I don't remember that far, but I've slept since then. But anyway, T said, yeah, he's called Ben, and they just said, can you get out, Ben? You're not allowed in here. And I explained to T about methadone and drugs or whatnot. Not because I know, just because I know that they go down there to get their methadone every day. And I explained to her how they get addicted to that then after, because they come off this other stuff. But today he's asking me for money. I was like, mate, no. No, he wanted to give me buy some already drugs. What were you going to say anyway? Was you going to say something funny?
See, the thing is, my opinions are quite varied on these subjects in the respect that when we go to a shop, if we're not drug addicts ourselves, and you see these people, you instantly think, for God's sake, you know, remember. But I've seen people and know some people who come off that and had a successful life after. But my mum read a book about it all, like being addicted to these like class A drugs. And I don't think anybody necessarily thinks, oh, I'm going to end up looking like that.
No.
I think it's a very steady slope downhill. And I don't feel sorry for them, but nobody wants to think, yeah, I'm going to go shoplift to inject shit or do that and then just conk out and possibly die from it. It's highly... You ever had an itch on your body?
I've got one on the end of my
listen,
big toe right now.
listen. You ever had an itch on your body and it's that bad and you're like, I've got, and if you don't, like when it's in the middle of your back and you can't reach it, you think, how am I going to do this? I think it's like intensified by like 1 billion. That they'll do anything. And when you're so hooked on that, it's hard to get out. It's damn hard.
I've just started to read.
I mean, I wouldn't know personally because obviously I've never took. I've only ever had weed. And
You're hooked on fridge riders, you are.
I don't mind a fridge rider or two. No, but like, I've been the same with water, and this is gonna sound crazy. Not obviously you can't get addicted to it, but if I can't have water, I genuinely start to panic.
She would genuinely rob from an old lady to get water.
Don't ever say things like that.
It's okay.
You know that. Well, they don't know me.
I should think they know you by... Do you honestly think this pretty face here could rob from an old lady for a bottle of water? If you say yes, put your hand, stick as a thumbs up in the comments.
But you know these idiots who do that, go shoplifting and do things like that. I don't think they ever intentionally see that years before. No. Oh, that's what I'm going to choose to do. I think you get into a rut, and then you get addicted, and then you're in it. Then once you're in that circle of addiction, you can never just, especially that stuff. It's.
Well, I was put off heroin and smack, whatever you want to call it, when I was a kid.
I was never around it. Like
I was around it. One day I come back from school, I think.
This is going to be sarcasm, I'm just warning you.
It's not, it's true. I was around it.
Mate, I could see it, look at his face.
I come back to see me dad, yeah? I was like, Dad, what the hell are you doing?
Inject him.
What you
down,
doing, Dad?
It's only come down with me.
He's like, what do you mean, Lee? I said, Dad, put it down. He said, what do you mean, Lee? I said, put the remote down. Stop watching Train Spotting. It's full of drugs. He was watching Train Spotting, and I just saw the scene where Ewan McGregor's climbing in the toilet, full of shit and piss, to get something, his drugs out of there. I'm like, that ain't going to be me. I am not climbing into a public toilet for my drugs. No. I'll stick to my Smarties, thank you. And that's what I did. Now I've got an itchy nose like a drug addict. And also, Daniela Westbrook, that nose, couldn't do that. Well, I have some out of bloody Harry Potter.
Yeah, again, no, I don't think she thought... I want a hole in my nose. It's like Amy Winehouse.
There's a hole in my nose that I'm gonna do.
Like, no, but like Amy Winehouse now, God forbid, you know, she's passed away.
Well, that's a shame with her, yeah.
But it was because she drank. I mean, she was
a lot, weren't it?
Well, 3 bottles of vodka in the space of I think it was an hour or so.
Fuck me. I mean, I did like I did like a bottle in like 2 days. Killed me. Not literally, but. I felt so unwell.
She did it in the space of a few hours, and you know, the alcohol level was just
too much.
And what it is, her breathing stopped because you get respiratory failure with that sort of thing.
What a big load of balls! I couldn't be doing with that. I just started reading the Train Spotting book. That's what reminded me of the film just then, guys. And I don't know if he has experience at Irvine Welsh of doing drugs, or if he's just around it. But the way he details it early on in the book, like. That need for drugs, for heroin. Like, he says, it gets warned, Ewan McGregor does, his character, Renton, I think he's called Rent. And they said, look, you don't want to get into this because by the end, you won't care who the hell your friends or family are. He's like, don't be silly, I'm just going to enjoy myself, I'll have a little bit of this, a little dabble. He said, we're in a few goals, or whatever, a few months. That's it. He couldn't care less about his mum or his granny.
This is what I mean, like, it's like when I tried to explain the only one thing that I could try and label it to, I guess, is I've heard. So I was like, no, like having an itch that you can't scratch, and it's driving you actually insane. And I think, like, if it was really irritating you, and it was like, I've got to do it. I think that's what. When my mum said that's what the person in the book, and it was like a book with like donuts on the front,
I'll give you a moment.
But she said that's what this man said in the book. He says it's like the worst itch ever that you can't scratch, but when you scratch it, it just, everything's perfect.
That's the thing though, I'd be scared about trying it in the first place. But if you could try it and know you're not going to die from it, and you could just try it once and not be addicted, that's fine. I don't think you get addicted after one go. But
I think you might do.
It'd be the sensation. You're like, I just want that feeling one more time.
He said in the book, he said, it's the best you'll ever feel in your entire life. He said it's like nothing else. And that might have been ecstasy as well or whatever. But
you'd always be chasing it, wouldn't you?
He said it was, nothing else could ever compare.
Yeah.
Nothing else would ever make me feel like that.
I'd be too scared to put myself in that position.
I would never in a million years dream of it, but I can understand why these people do it. Because you sometimes, sorry to interrupt you,
that's alright, my bad.
Like, people, like, if you're at the bottom of the ladder with, like, depression, and you're lonely, and you're alone, and everything else, I think you can get into such a way you think, well, I've got nothing anyway, so what, F it, why not? And then, rather than trying to better yourself because there's no options for you, you do fall into sometimes a rut with it.
I couldn't be arsed with it. I mean, Christ, me and Aim are pretty much straight edge, me and Aim. We don't even do smoke. And I wouldn't give myself... I mean, after seeing the packets of tobacco, the pictures on there, why the hell would you continue to smoke? Oh, there's little Betty. She's got no throat. She's just a big hole. Sod that. Give that a miss. Just pack it up now. Anything that makes you look like that or feel like that ain't bloody worth it.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's hypocritical because we drink... You do smoke weed sometimes.
Once every 6 months.
And that's the thing. They're all drugs. Everything, even caffeine isn't... Well, it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a legal one.
I heard yesterday or the day before, Coke in America, especially I think it's in California, cocaine obviously, has due to COVID, it's just shot up in price. It used to be $600 for an ounce. I mean, imagine spending £600 on anything. And now it's $1,800 for an ounce. So it's inflated by like 3 times. So
me and Lee was watching this programme last year, and it wasn't about drug addicts in, like when you see people going, oh, have you got a pound, love? You know, I see a dog with a man on the floor and I'm always in there giving them money. But the point is...
It was Gordon Ramsay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a programme with Gordon Ramsay, and he's very much against it. And he set up this trace in his restaurant, and sorry about my throat, guys, but he could see, like, this detector stuff could see who'd been taking coke, and it left like blueprints all over things.
Some of his own staff had.
Yeah, that's why he was like testing everybody. Anyway, there was these 4 consultants, doctors, and they was in this flat in Chelsea or something like that in London or Kensington, some really posh place, and these were like not like doctors, these were like up there. And he was like, you can have that, I don't want a beer.
Wow, I'm not opening another one, I've got some here.
And there was like